This is Court. Hey. Welcome in. This is Court Radio is now in session. Welcome in. Get cozy. Okay? It's another beautiful Sunday with your girl, Courtney Taylor. And This is Court Radio is now in session. Welcome in. Get in here. Come on in. Get cozy. Get comfortable. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. It's so good to see y'all yet again. Today, we're going to talk about some stuff that I've watched recently. I'm excited to dive into it. But let's talk about some real important shit right now because y'all, it's getting crazy out there. Let's talk about what's going on with the SAG and WGA, right? So WGA, as everyone knows, has a strike right now. I don't know if you guys do know. WGA is going through a strike right now. The negotiations did not get agreed on with AMPTP, and WGA said, fuck that, we're not writing no more, okay? Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but SAG's negotiations are on their way up. And SAG committee has reached out to all of its SAG members to vote yes for a strike authorization. Does that mean, Boba, get away from the stand. Sorry, y'all. My cat was trying to move my stand. I just got this all set up, baby girl. Didn't mean to yell at you, but please. Anywho, so the SAG, reached out to all of its SAG members to ask for a strike authorization. That's where I left off at, right? Yes. And listen, we need to vote yes because, like the old saying says, it's better to have and not need than to need and not have. Okay, so I gotta vote tomorrow because I don't know where my SAG card is, y'all. Oof, I paid too much money for that card to not know where it is. But I'm gonna reach out to my SAG rep so that I can vote properly and allow as many votes as we can get. So it needs to be up to 75% to allow for a strike authorization. So if the negotiations go awry, we hit the line with WGA, okay? I mean, we're already hitting the line with WGA, but now we got our own thing to fight for. Not our own thing, but now we will be fighting for something else. There we go. I said it better. Now we will be fighting for something else, okay? Listen, it's getting scary out here. I don't know if y'all have seen these AI-generated ads and stuff like that, but honey, we're shaking in our boots. The AI taking control of the writer's room is scary enough. Now they're trying to AI generate us. Y'all, I'm shaking in my boots. Ooh, I'm so nervous. Anyway, but we're really trying to make sure that they understand what we need. Let me go over with the SAG stipulations. Well, not the SAG stipulations, really. But what we just asking for, honey? Not much. Get into what we want, y'all. SAG wants the AMPTP to provide better compensation and benefits for its members. Period. Okay? Like, I'm with it already. Residuals. Current residual payments don't reflect the value of member contributions. According to the union, they undercut by inflation and by a streaming ecosystem through which producers pay less residual income than traditional exhibition models. Listen, as somebody who's booked, how many things did I book on a streaming platform, y'all? I think the last couple of things I booked was on a streaming platform, honey. Yeah, that's true. The Disney Plus one that's on the way next year. The Neon one with Netflix, a new one I can't disclose right now, but also a streaming platform. Like, first of all, the streaming platforms have completely changed the game for writers and actors alike, and the residuals are not reflecting. Where all the money going? Like, come on. It's time that we change that rule, honey. Because within the last 3 years, what was the SAG? When was the SAG contract? When did we get into the SAG contract? We got into the SAG contract in 2020, I believe, because I think it gets renewed every 3 years. Let me double check that. I think it gets renewed every 3 years. Let me double check though. Let me double check. I think it's within the same. I thought I saw it within here as well. Yeah, I think it expires June 30th of 2023 because it renegotiates every 3 years. If I'm remembering that correctly. Let me double check. I don't want to be talking about my ass, honey. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Does it do it every 3 years, y'all? Am I losing my mind? Well, I think it's every 3 years. Somebody will correct me if it's not. Okay? But anyway, that's what wait a minute. That's what SAG is trying to do. It's trying to we're trying to up the money that we get for when we do these projects. The residuals got to get better because ain't no way the residuals are looking that low, honey. It just ain't no way. Cause I know these big companies making their money. The money is there. Okay. Let's get into what else we're asking for. Generative AI. The union is requesting that the AMPTP provide protections for members against misuse of artificial intelligence, as well as a definition of acceptable use of the technology. Listen. I don't know if y'all saw that. I don't know whose jeans it was. I'll just say it was a jeans ad where the original image or the original video was of a white woman. And then they started AI generating people with black skin. And I think another race that they put up there too. And their whole reason for doing that was to say that they wanted to have diversity within the ad. If you wanted diversity within the ad, hire us. Don't create it for free. Like there's gotta be something illegal about that. I was getting so mad about the writers' strike that I was like, oh my God, there's gotta be something illegal about that. And now, y'all, you know how sometimes you see a I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but I know as an actress, I know I've seen contracts that have that right, that have that, can use your likeness in perpetuity, whatever, right? That, Miss Ma'am, sorry, y'all, my cat just ran up behind me like she was about to jump me. Girl, relax. What's going on? Anywho's it? Jeez. But I think every actor has seen that in a contract before. And listen, that shit is terrifying because does that now mean that you can use generative AI to use my likeness in perpetuity in any way you see fit? Y'all, we are shaking in our boots because these little AI generative stuff, I don't know if this was a lie or not, but I know somebody, because Twitter be lying sometimes. I don't know if this is a lie or not, but, and I'm putting a disclaimer on it because it was from Twitter, so it could have been a bold-faced lie. But they had this AI generated ad with Ryan Reynolds being on the ad for Tesla. And then it had that little disclaimer. Twitter be doing them disclaimers now, talking about this is not actually Ryan Reynolds. This is an AI generated Ryan Reynolds. You know what? Before I continue, because I don't even want to keep promoting that shit if that's not even what happened. Let me see. Because that is terrifying. To be able to use anyone's likeness to say and do whatever you'd like. Just insane. Let me see. Ryan Reynolds, Tesla. I'm about to type it in, honey. Oh, you having a ball, Miss Boba, crawling around on the couch. Lord have mercy. It's fucking awesome. Oh, terrifying. Yup, it exists. Y'all, this is crazy. Introducing Tesla's first ad featuring Vancity Reynolds, which is, his ad name on Twitter. And it ain't even him. Oh, Ryan Reynolds is to sue the hell out of them. Oh, Ryan Reynolds is to sue the hell. That isn't Ryan Reynolds. This is a random guy trying to get attention. He did give us a great timely example of why SAG is about to join WGA strike. Okay. They say it's not a real ad, y'all. But still, not you using my likeness to promote Tesla, whether it's a paid ad or not. Y'all, it's getting crazy out here, okay? Then they talked about self-tapes, a part of the negotiations as well. Without regulation regarding self-tape auditions, SAG alleges that performers currently face an unfairly arduous casting process. The shift to burdensome and unreasonably demanding self-tape auditions means that our members are working harder than ever, forced to take on audition costs that have always been the responsibility of casting and production, the union statement reads. Now, let me tell you something. I don't mind self-tapes. I'm a lady who don't mind self-tapes. I don't mind setting up the camera and doing my self-tapes here. Don't get me wrong. I do know people who go above and beyond to make their self-tapes. But I'm going to tell you what. I don't. I use my camera. I use my camera phone, honey. I prop it up on my little stand that I'm using right now, and there goes my audition. But listen, I'm with everything else. The self-tape thing, I'm like, okay, well. The in-person audition still be giving me anxiety, honey. But a self-tape, you're going to see my best. You're going to see my best shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. We stand strong with SAG. But like, y'all, it's getting crazy out here. The WGA's situation has been scary. And they moving on to SAG because, honey, we are shaking in our boots. We're shaking in our boots. So we'll see what happens. I'm a little nervous, but pray for me, y'all. This is about to be a very interesting year for film and television. Okay. Before I continue, I know I went on a rant real quick. I just wanted to dive into my comments. Everything Alex, welcome in. Oh, I'm ready for this one. Come on, Everything Alex. I hope you saw that. I hope you tuned in to my Instagram to see what I've been watching this week. We're going to dive in soon. Hey, girl, hey. Ashley Chapman. Hey, Ashley Chapman, come on in. Thank you so much for being here. Everything Alex, AI is literally everywhere. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, we should have been saying something when we saw, people. What happened? Oh, shit, y'all. Hold on. I'm nervous. Did I press record? Oh, I did. Oh, I thought I wasn't recording this episode. I had all this energy. I didn't make sure I was recording. But anyway, I think we should have really been on the ass about it and telling people to calm down when they was taking over the fast food in the supermarkets. Okay? We should have been telling people to calm down there. Now it's taking over. You never know what job is coming after next, but don't think it can't come after yours, okay? Ashley Chapman, when I saw AI could generate black models, I was shook, honey. That's about to be their new push for diversity. Making up black people, y'all. Like they really trying to get rid of us. K Black. Hey, K Black, welcome in. Nice to see you again. Natural Danny, hey, Court, the money is going into the pockets of the already rich so they can buy their their fifth beach home, honey. They're doing everything they can not to pay us. Not to appreciate us. Damn. It's sickening, y'all. Oh, hold on. Let me close this door. Just saw a very large, it says. Anyway. Ashley Chapman, that part. Ashley Chapman, yeah, we got to read these contracts a little more closely now. Yes, we do. Because at the end of the day, that in perpetuity thing, woof. I need to make sure, listen, I don't think I've ever seen that in any of the contracts that I've been, I haven't. I don't think I've seen any of those in the contracts that I've seen thus far. I remember them doing that heavily when I did like a couple commercial auditions, but honey, we nit that right in the bud. Okay? In perpetuity. You won't have to call me every year to see if I even want to do this any longer. Okay? Let me see. Ashton, any predictions for this strike? I don't want to speak a strike into existence, but I'm certain that it'll be a very I would be pleasantly surprised if they were okay with the generative AI stipulation within the negotiation. There we go. I'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen. We will see. Ashley Chapman. I am ready to do what needs to be done for my future in this career, though. Okay. But yes, that's as much as I'll talk about it. I spent a good 15 minutes on that. Let's dive into why you guys are really here. which is what's going on within the projects I just saw recently, okay? I saw some really good stuff. I saw some really infuriating stuff. Let's get into it, shall we? First thing on my list that I wanted to bring up was something that I just knew I wasn't going to like. I was a little skeptical about it. I didn't think he was going to reel me in like the way I wanted it to. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. It's another reboot. It's called White Men Can't Jump. Just came out, I believe, was it this weekend? Just came out this weekend on Hulu. We all know the famous original with Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. Did it do it justice? Let's get into it, shall we? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I kind of enjoyed it. I think Sinqua Wales. Hold on, let me double check. That is it. I think Sinqua Walls and Jack Harlow did a really good job. I was a little nervous about Jack Harlow because I was like, Jack Harlow, are we doing this because he's a white famous rapper right now? Was there nobody else? Could we have not gotten anybody else? But I think he did a good job. I'm not even going to talk about who I think, how the men surprised me and who surprised me in a negative way. I won't get into that. But I'm certain when y'all watch it, y'all going to be like, maybe they could have cast them better. But we move, okay? I did enjoy it, though. There were a lot of little Easter eggs in White Men Can't Jump, the new one, that paid homage to the old one. I thought Jack and Sinqua's chemistry was really good. I love the style. I thought the style was a little bit elevated for people who are supposed to be broke, in my personal opinion. I think we should, don't forget what the premise of the movie is. Because they were just a high fashion, honey. They was looking really good. I was surprised. I was like, oh, did we forget that they were supposed to be broke and struggling? Or some of the looks were giving like high-end 90s fashion. And if this movie is supposed to be based in 2023 and you wear some, honey, a few people in there was looking too damn good to be broke, okay? In my personal opinion. I didn't see it. I didn't see enough repeats of outfits. I didn't see enough, I just didn't see enough. You know what I'm saying? I needed to see more, we broke and we struggling, okay? Everybody was looking too damn good, okay? But let me get into the comments real quick. Let's see what people are saying. Ash Chapman said, I was very nervous about Jack Harlow. I, too, was very nervous about Jack Harlow. But he actually did a really good job. I'm not going to lie to you. I was pleasantly surprised by him. Yeah. Thought he did pretty good. I think he entered his hippie, natural, organic character very well. Yeah. There was some good, were there some corny parts? Maybe. But I think the great acting of Sinqua really just, listen, it took us overboard. I even loved the cameos, y'all. The cameos were my favorite. They had Tristan Winger in it. Oh my gosh, y'all. Tristan Winger is so funny to me. If anybody knows Tristan Winger, he's from, he was, what's his name? Thug Yoda in Insecure. He's in So Help Me Todd, this new series that just got its second season renewal. He was at Boba. What is going on? Boba going, I ain't never seen Boba this active, especially when I'm on the show. Baby girl, don't interrupt. But Tristan Winger's cameo, I loved. J. Alphonse, what's his name? J. Alphonse Richardson? What's the man's name? Hold on. It had Lance Reddick in it. Oh, I love seeing him. May he rest in peace. Oh, I loved seeing all the work that he was doing before he passed. It's like, so awesome seeing him. Vince Staples was a nice little Easter egg. I love seeing him. Andrew Schultz randomly. Hold on, y'all. What's the man's name? J. Alphonse Nicholson even popped up, honey. Ooh. Listen. I loved all the little cameos that was popping up in the movie. I thought they were great. And honestly, It's so funny. I'm like, I usually be like, I don't really want to watch a basketball film. But every time I cue up a good basketball film, I be tuned in. I be leaning back like I'm watching a real game when the ball go up in the air. I be screaming at the TV like I'm watching a real basketball game for some reason. Listen, I be having a good ass time. And I think with this movie, you have a good ass time. It was like a little bit, the story was a little bit different, but I do think they did a really great job of making it feel like the old white men can't jump as well. Like, this is probably one of the better reboots that came out recently. Really thoroughly enjoyed White Men Can't Jump. Let me see what the comments are saying. Let me see. It had a few moments when I actually burst out laughing. Thank you, everything, Alex. Mainly Vince. Listen, Vince Staples is hilarious because not only is he just like, he's like that all the time. Like whatever you see of Vince Staples, well, I don't know. You never know about people. But from what I've seen, when he has his interviews versus when he's acting versus when you're talking to him one-on-one, he is literally that person. I mean, that could be that could be the facade he's shown us, but whatever facade he's chosen to show us, it's wonderful. It's hilarious. It's deadpan, and it's perfect every time. Vince Staples is hilarious. I thought he did so well in this. I thought he was also a great little, cameo within the movie. A character that really stood out to me though, that was really fun, was Miles Bullock, another one of Sinqua Walls' friends. He did a great job in White Men Can't Jump. He's in some other things. He's in BMF. He's in Marvel's Runaways. I really enjoyed him in this though. I thought he was really, really funny. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. I enjoy myself. I watched it with a friend and her man, and they even enjoyed it. They said they enjoyed it as well. I think you should give it a chance. I don't know. I think you should give it a chance. I thought it was quite good. Let me see what back into the comments. Everything else. Wait. Everything else again. Love the Easter eggs. Yes. Love Tiana. She can do no wrong in my eyes. Tiana Taylor did a wonderful job. I do think she'd be too cool for school sometimes, though. You know what I'm saying? There are some moments I feel like I'd be like, Tiana, I need more. You already cool and stunning and all these different things. I just need more. I just need more. Ashley Chapman, they was Hollywood, bro. It was. Because, baby, they was dressed to the nines in that movie. Dressed looking crowd like them. I thought y'all was supposed to be broke. I thought y'all was supposed to be broke. Okay? Because Tiana Taylor just came in and said, this is the outfit I had in my closet, and this is what I'm wearing on the movies. And this is what I'm wearing in the movie. And they probably was like, okay. Because honey looked good. Everything she had on was something I feel like she'd be wearing in real life. And her style ain't broke, mama. It ain't broke. So, I don't know. I needed more, a little more range into the broke life with Tiana. But I do think the movie has really great moments. I do think everybody should give it a go. White Men Can't Jump has just been released on Hulu, and I think it's a great watch. Please cue it up. But since we're mentioning Tiana Taylor, let me get into the next thing that I saw recently, which is now finally streaming on Peacock. I've been waiting for it to get to a streaming platform, and it is 1001, starring Tiana Taylor. Y'all, get into 1001. Hold on, let's get a synopsis for those of you who have not known about this movie. It's been on my radar, so I auditioned for it back in the day. I really hope more people see it. Let's get into it. Unapologetic and free-spirited Inez kidnaps her 6-year-old son, Terry, from the foster care system. They set out to reclaim their sense of home, identity, and stability in a rapidly changing New York City. Y'all, this movie was beautiful. They have here poignant, compelling, and sweeping. And that is absolutely the emotions and the feeling that I got from this movie. It is so, so beautiful. It is so frustrating to see. It is so like, so hard to, it's a hard watch in some instances. Like, Tiana Taylor does a marvelous job as Inez. Talk about showcasing range. I think she did I think this is the best I've ever seen Tiana Taylor, in my personal opinion. This is the best I've ever seen her. I think she really, really came into her own. The emotions that she was feeling, the anger and the frustration that she could not let go of, because she was constantly being disappointed, constantly being let down. And it was just, oh my gosh, it was just so, and she constantly just wanted things to work, and she was working so hard to make a better life for Terry. Honey, it was crazy. They had William Catlett in it. I really like seeing William Catlett. I've liked William Catlett since I saw him in, what's it called? What's that show he was in that got canceled? Wait, Love Is. I have loved William Catlett since Love Is. I think he did such a marvelous job in that series. So unfortunate it got canceled. But I guess it made sense because there were some tumultuous situations happening with the creators of the show, honey. So they had to cancel it. But I truly, truly, truly enjoy watching William Catlett. I think he's a really underrated actor. He did such a marvelous job in this. The son, oh my gosh, the little baby, Aaron Kingsley, did a phenomenal job. You were just feeling for him, wanting his mother to be her best and getting frustrated with her. Like, I love when movies can showcase children's frustrations and it be very realistic. Like, I feel like a lot of times, kids are not given the respect they're deserved, because kids have feelings and kids register those emotions and they have thoughts and they just want to, and sometimes they can't say what they want to say, but to say that some kids are naive is just not true. There are children who've been through a lot and understand what they need out of this world. And watching Aaron Kingsley become Josiah Cross, oh, wow. Absolutely amazing. Even the moments with where it's like the midpoint. It's like it goes from Aaron Kingsley at the age of 6 to Abin Courtney, who I believe is 15 or 16 at the time, or maybe younger. I'm not sure what age he's supposed to be portraying. And then it goes to Josiah Cross, who plays his oldest self. Just watching the range of emotions and watching him grow. Oh my goodness. It was such a really beautiful story. And watching Tiana Taylor's character deteriorate almost in each stage of his life. Woo! Absolutely beautiful. I really think everyone should be watching that movie. Hold on. I'm going into my comments real quick. Ashley Chapman. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Everything Alex. Girl, it's on Peacock. Oh, absolutely watching it. Please give it a go. Everything Alex. It just reached Peacock. And it is beautiful. I think it's a really beautiful story. I definitely think it's a beautiful story. I think you should get into it. And I think it's really well filmed. And I think you really see some vulnerability in Tiana Taylor's character, in her anger and her frustrations. And listen, I think Summer Walker said it the best on her new EP, y'all, on that song Hard Life. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to the lyrics. Let me get to the lyrics of Hard Life, honey. Please don't play while I'm on the... Oh, no. I don't want it to play. Let me see if the lyrics pop up yet. Oh, no, the lyrics ain't up there yet. But Summer Walker says in her chorus line, excuse me if you guys are burping. She basically says, You want me to be soft, and yet you give me it, but yet you're making me hard. Like, the reason why I'm not the soft girly that you want is because of the circumstances you are putting me in. And baby, that Tiana Taylor's character was Inez is the epitome of hard life. Me doing a little shameless plug on Summer Walker's new EP, y'all, by the way. Fucking phenomenal. Get into it. But anyway, we can talk about that a little later. But Inez's character is just going through it, working so hard to provide for this boy. Working so hard to provide for Terry. And struggling all the way through, man. But it's a really beautiful story. I think it's a really important watch because you get to see these really, to me, complicated characters, which is a nice change of pace. So get into it. I really, really looking forward to what people think about 1001. It is so, so good. Please, on Peacock, just started streaming on there. Get into it. Ash Chapman, this movie did not get enough advertisement or theater time for me. I agree. This movie came out March 31st, and it is now May, and it is now on Peacock. Like, what? Huh? I so wish it had some more screen time, honey. It deserved more screen time. It's such a great story. I think lesser stories get way more screen time than a story like this. And I think it had a really interesting twist at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna say that to the end of my days. Like, I really do think Black cinema gets the short end of the stick every single time when there are more, to me, lackluster stories that get such big representation, so like heavy. Like, it's so insane. It's so insane. But, I digress. I'm a little biased, as you can tell. I just be feeling like, damn. I'm sorry if you guys can hear me touching this mic. It's got a lot of cat hair on it because apparently my cats can't move anywhere without leaving their mark behind. But anyway, yeah. So that's how I feel about that. I really think the story is a beautiful story. I think more people should be talking about it and more people should be watching it. In my personal opinion, I think there needs to be some Oscar nominations within that. So I'm hoping that it gets the recognition it deserves. But yes, get into it. It was just such a beautiful, insanely, sad but beautiful story. Let me see what else the comments are saying. Natural Danny, of course not. But they're going to promote the hell out of Marvel movies, even though the same shit happens in every movie. Wait, Natural Danny! Wait! I love a good Marvel film. But I do know what you're saying. I was going to talk about them other ones that are seen as like poignant and compelling and thought-provoking and all these different things. And I think they're just okay. I won't dive into those films that I think that way about. But, I just feel like, some of those, I think movies like where 1001 should be falling into those categories and being nominated and showcased for how beautiful they are made and the beautiful story that's being told. I think there's so much Black cinema that exists within that realm. I think it gets overlooked by the white ones. But, that's just me. It's just me. I won't dive into it heavily, but that's how I feel. But anyway, as Chapman, I'm putting it on the watch list regardless of the month. I know that's right. Fist up. I'm not playing with y'all. Get into 1001. Okay? Beautiful story. I definitely think it's worth the watch. Peacock, get into it. Now, we're going to take a little break from the great content and talk about a movie that frustrated the hell out of me. I think it is the most horrifying movie to come out of 2023. I'm not sure when this movie came out. Hold on, y'all. Let me see when this movie actually came out. This movie came out in 2022, honey. And it is quite literally one of the more horrifying stories I've seen portrayed in television thus far. Yep. The movie is called Soft and Quiet. It is a drama thriller that has just been released on Netflix, and it is terrifying. If we're being 100% honest, Olivia Luccardi, who plays Leslie within the movie, I don't think I ever want to work with that actress just because of how good she played this character. Yeah, I don't know. I understand that it's a character, but oh my gosh, as angry as I was, as vicious and nasty and racist as this bitch was, y'all, let's get into the synopsis of Soft and Quiet, shall we? Let's get into the synopsis of Soft and Quiet. An elementary school teacher organizes a mixer of like-minded women where an encounter with someone from her past spirals in a volatile chain of events. That is a great description, because this movie is insane. I'm afraid to tell you guys about it, but I feel like this is why my show exists, because I'm going to talk about it. And honey, what a terrible chain of events occurs, right? Besides the fact that it's filmed really great, like I think the never ending shot, I think, is a very skillful film technique, because you know it's one shot all the way through a majority of the time. It may clip to a different shot, you know, when it needs to, but a lot of the time it was one continuous shot. And we're almost POVing, there we go, point of viewing it, as if we're there with them, walking through. And it is, the storyline is so crazy. I was shocked from beginning to end. Y'all, please watch with caution. It is violent, it is racist, it is racially violent, and there is trigger warning. There are rape cases, rape moments within the movie. I don't know if I described that properly. They don't show anything, thank God. I'm really an advocate for movies not showing rape. Like, I don't think it's necessary for you guys to show it. Miming it, seeing like maybe the camera cuts off the scene of it. That's something that is also a little violent for me. I don't really like that either. But it's better than, you know, us seeing a thrust. Like, that to me just is so violent. I think it's really hard for women to kind of enter those spaces and be okay. Especially for me. I think I have a really reasonable fear of sexual assault. But like, portraying it in a movie just sounds like the worst possible thing you could be doing. The worst possible thing you can do within this career, besides being, you know, outwardly racist. I mean, I think rape is. I don't want to compare. I'm just saying, for me, describing what I would hate to do on a screen, it would definitely be rape, or the portrayal of rape. So I can appreciate movies that especially a vicious movie like this one, already being racially violent, like absolutely insanely racist film, created, and there already being just racial slurs being thrown around and all this different. It's already a shocking film for us to see rape when it just took it over the top, in my personal opinion. The movie already is over the top, but it is vicious, this movie. Do I think it's something people should see? Yes, I do. Because I know, I am 102% certain white women like that exist in this world. There are plenty of them. I think, because in my personal opinion, I have always said, I've always thought, I don't think I've always said it, I have always thought that there is no one more dangerous than a white woman. especially within the brown and highly, especially within the Black community. White women's tears have killed Black people, have started wars, have burned cities down to the ground. And I feel like this movie heavily portrays how vicious and nasty and unassuming white women can be. Not unassuming in my personal opinion. I don't think there is not an unassuming white woman on this planet. I'm going to, no offense, I'm going to immediately assume the worst when I see a white woman entering a space or being upset about something or crying. Like, I don't think I'll ever believe a white woman. Ooh, sorry, I hit the mic. I don't think I'll ever believe a white woman crying ever again. I'm sorry. There's too many of y'all that fucked that up. Sorry, not sorry. So this movie is vicious, y'all. It is the most uncomfortable watch I've ever sat through. It is terrifying. It's so crazy too, because the creator of the movie, the creator and director of the film is, hold on, sorry y'all, is Beth de Arujo. I believe that's how you pronounce her name, Arujo. I think that's right. She's a writer-director. And this soft and quiet film is crazy. Ooh! Terrifying film. Terrifying, man. But I think it's also an important story to be talked about because, again, white women are very dangerous, honey. They are so dangerous. They are, and I'm still say it. Like, I know that all white women aren't, but a majority of them are. Okay? I know we seen that video of the woman trying to steal that Black man's bike when he paid for it, and then started crying when somebody asked about what she was doing, and then immediately snapped off her tears. Like, we have been saying it for years. Like, white women's tears can kill. And it is just, oof. That movie right there is terrifying, honey. Terrifying. I do think it's a watch that I think people should be seeing. Oh, but it's horrible. It is so intense. I'm gonna tell you that. But listen, if you get a chance, gird your loins. Take a breather, pause it when necessary. Don't watch it all the way through if you don't need to. And if it gets to a certain point when you can't watch it, don't. The ending is somewhat of a relief, but also it's hard to get through. I'm gonna say that right now. It is so hard to get through, but I think it's an insane film that if anybody should watch is white women. If we're being 100% honest, so they can see how volatile and violent they can be, even if they think they're soft and quiet and not doing anything. Oh, I didn't mean any harm, but you caused it. Okay? Soft and Quiet. It's on Netflix. It's insane. Viewer discretion advised. That's the best way I can describe it. It is a frustrating watch, but do I think it's an insanely interesting and semi-important story to at least talk about with peers? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Get into it. It is a hard watch. Again, it's called Soft and Quiet on Netflix. Let me know what you think. Anywho, I'll continue. Now, I didn't mention I saw this movie, but I finally went to go see this movie in the theater, and let me tell you something. A ride, to say the least. My daddy been telling me since he saw it, every episode that he's been on here, he's been telling me to watch this damn movie. Finally watched it, y'all. The movie is called Sisu. Sisu is now in theaters, and it is a wild ride, y'all. Get into it. Let me give you guys the breakdown of this insanely intense film. During the last days of World War II, a solitary prospector crosses paths with Nazis on a scorched earth retreat in northern Finland. When the soldiers decide to steal his gold, they quickly discover they just tangled with no ordinary miner. Listen. This movie is insane. It's definitely given John Wick, but make it Nazis, okay? It is insane and so satisfying. If we're being 100% honest. What a satisfying movie. You know what I really love about it? Y'all, it's only an hour and 31 minutes. I don't know about y'all. I love me a good hour and something. I love me a good hour and something movie, okay? They got a movie on the way. I know it's gonna be coming to theater soon. Oh God, and it's getting a lot of praise, stuff like that. But the movie is 3 hours and 30 something minutes, y'all. It's from Martin Scorsese, of course, because you know Martin love a long ass movie. But dang, like, come on, an hour and 30 minutes is a sweet spot for me, and you cover so much already. Listen, this movie is outstanding. It's an outstanding good time. Okay, this man. What's the man's name and as the cast? Is it Orma? It might be. I don't know if they pronounce the J. I see. It's either Jorma or Orma. Jorma Tomila. Jorma Tomila. Oh, a bad mamma jamma. A bad mamma jamma. Yeah, they stop him on his path. After he done mined up some good old gold, baby, you see the intensity that into his eyes, and you know you shouldn't have been toying with this man. First of all, the man ain't said a word. The man don't speak. This man is silently walking around with no backup, with a bag of gold. I ain't bothering him. He's either crazy or extremely violent, or both. I'm not messing with no man walking around with the heaviest bag of gold I ever seen by himself. I ain't messing with him. I'm not toying with him. I don't care if I got guns on me or a bunch of people on me or not, honey. They was calling this man, what they said, I think the word sisu, if I remember correctly, the word sisu is supposed to describe an undying, unlike, you know, it's like an undying will to survive or will to live. I think that's what it describes it as. This man was not fucking around, okay? He was living by any means necessary. He was living by any means necessary, honey. He was knocking these notches out one by one. And it was glorious. Y'all, when I tell you a good time in the theater, this is a good time in the theater. Get into Sisu, okay? Please get into Sisu. A must watch in the theater right now. It's given, like, the same creators of John Wick made this one. Don't get me wrong, it does on the side of unrealisticness. A lot of the things that man was doing wouldn't have kept him alive. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm gonna tell you what. It's a good ass time. It's a good ass watch. Get into Sisu, y'all. It's in the theaters as we speak. It's a good time. It's basically John Wick with a little shorter, and I think the message is a little. I don't know. Message might be a little more important. You know. Really enjoyed it. Please, my daddy was right. The movie is great. Get into it. It's in the theaters as we speak. Okay. Get into it. The next thing I want to mention on my list is a new movie that hit Hulu. It's called 3 Ways. And I thought it was really adorable. I'm not liking people's responses to it. Do I think it had some corny moments? Yes, I do. I do think it had some corny moments. But I thought it gave a nice fun sit in the house if you're looking for a cute little rom-com that has some sex involved. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. It's called 3 Ways. Just came out on Hulu. Well, that just came out. I'm not sure when it came out. Not gonna lie to you. But let's get into the I'm so sorry, y'all. My allergies are killing me. Hold on. Y'all hear that? Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's get into it. A sex comedy told in 3 ways, sexually awkward Stacey Johnson decides to take control of her life, cancel her ex, and conquer her fears by having a threesome with her new beau and a mysterious woman she's never met. What could possibly go wrong? I rather enjoyed this movie. I love that they allowed us to see the threesome from 3 different perspectives. We're seeing it from Andrea Lewis's perspective, Brittany S. Hall's perspective, and Ronan Lee's perspective. Maybe that's not who it is. Maybe not. Not Ronan Lee. My bad, y'all. Wait a minute. Maybe it is Ronan Lee. Is it Jarrell O'Neal? I don't see his. It's Jarrell O'Neal and Jarrell O'Neal. And I thought that was a really great way to break down a threesome. But I'm gonna tell you what. Anybody thinking of doing a threesome with their beau, this gonna deter you from it. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. Unless, I don't want to give nothing away. I'm not gonna give it away. But I'm gonna tell you what. This right here, this story will have you thinking 3, maybe 4 times before you decide to do that threesome, honey. I'm gonna tell you why. Or at least it's gonna make I won't say that. Well, you know what? Yeah, I will. At least it's gonna make you vet the third person better. Yeah. It's gonna make you want to vet the third person better. I'll tell you that. But the movie I thought was so funny and fun. Like, it even had a little cameo from, what's the lady's name? I think it's Takara. Yeah, Takara was in this. They're not showing her on there, but Takara from America's Next Top Model, she plays Andrea Lewis's friend. She was a good voice to have in the movie. I think it really talks about you not compromising yourself, and I think it's a really great thing to kind of, reiterate to people. Don't compromise you to make someone else happy in your relationship. If you have to compromise you, then that's not you have to, maybe you should be rethinking that relationship. I also just thought it was a fun, goofy, quirky threesome movie. I really did. And Brittany S. Hall, where has this woman been all my life? She is stunning. Stunning. She's been in a couple things, but honey, she is stunning. Wow. A phenomenal beauty. She was stunning. Loved her. And I just love seeing beautiful Black people. I'm a fan of seeing some beautiful Black people now. I'm sorry. I am. Especially when you all congregated into a single movie. Sign me up. Listen, I thought the movie is such a fun, quirky little film. Please give it a chance. It's called 3 Ways on Hulu. I thought it was really adorable. Give it a chance, why don't ya? Give it a chance, okay? Last on my list that I saw, hold on, let me see if anybody's said anything, because I don't want to miss out on anything. Hello, Fan. Ooh, Cassie MC. I've never seen you in here. You probably popped out already, but thank you so much for dropping in. Appreciate you. Natural Danny, I stay away from white movies with very exclusive actors and movies making the cut. Oh. Well, I guess that makes sense. Because I feel like, it'd be the same, sometimes it'd be the same movie. Just different circumstances, honey. Like, come on, we get it. Especially when y'all using the same people in every film. Come on, mix it up. Let me see. My loins will be girded, okay? I'm telling you now. If you watch it soft and quiet, honey, you're going to need to gird them, all right? Let me see. Yes, great film. I know that. He's talking about Sisu, y'all. Very great film. Very great film. Natural Danny, everybody got their tickets for The Little Mermaid? You know I do. Don't even get me started on how excited I am about The Little Mermaid. I cannot wait to see my girl Haley stunt on these princesses, honey. I cannot wait to see my girl Haley stunt on these princesses. It's time for us to finally see what a singing princess is all about. Yeah, get into it. I can't wait. I got my Courtney's dad and girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? Let my daddy know. I know my dad's seeing it. Come on. We want to be witnessing history. When my girl Halle Bailey gets in front of that screen with her tail, singing to the top of her lungs. Ooh, I can't wait. That is going to be, a good time in the theater. A great time in the theater. I can't wait to see it. I'm seeing it this Saturday, honey. And I can't wait to give y'all my review on Sunday. Okay? What else? Okay. That's all that you guys said. The last on my list I thought was a really beautiful, wonderful film. It's called Saint Omer. Omer? I think it's called Saint Omer. Another Netflix film. Let me see. Saint Omer movie on Netflix. Beautiful, haunting film. Absolutely crazy. Rama is a novelist who attends the trial of Lawrence Colley, a young woman accused of killing her 15-month-old daughter. Testimonies from witnesses in Colley's own words soon shake Rama's convictions. Listen, y'all, this movie is insane in the way that it's so beautifully written. I feel like it's like poetry on film. It describes the tumultuous relationships between daughter and mother, the idea of feeling trapped, the idea of not feeling like you are the mother you need to be for your daughter, or your child in general, feeling inadequate, feeling like you're not being appreciated by your partner. Oh my gosh, it was just such a beautifully intense film. And also, too, you're not really sure how to feel about the mother who kills her 15-month-old child. You're not sure to be on her side or also see her as a victim. After hearing people's testimonies, after hearing what she's been through, after hearing what she's, after hearing her side of the story. Then you're watching Rama go see the Lawrence Colley's circumstances and comparing them to hers and her tumultuous relationship with her mother. Oh my gosh. It's such a beautiful tug and pull and of emotions and just really deciding how to, really deciding how to maneuver through this world when you already had and become a mother, when your relationship with your mother is not the best, and having fear of becoming your mother when you're trying to start a new family. Like, I just thought it was a really beautiful film. I think it really touched beautifully on Black women's fears of repeating old patterns and fears of being inadequate and fears of doing it wrong. And also, too, it's a French film, so you guys will be reading subtitles. But I don't think that should deter you from seeing the movie. I just think it really is such a beautiful movie. I know a lot of people. I'm not saying that people shouldn't watch French films because they're in French and you have to read subtitles. I'm not saying that. But some people aren't huge fans of seeing French films. But I'm gonna tell you what. This movie is thought-provoking. This movie is beautiful. It's beautifully Black. I love seeing a movie that's beautifully Black, so you can see different emotions other than angry and nasty and a sassy on the screen. You get to see something completely different, and I really, really, really quite enjoyed that movie. Please, y'all, give it a go. It's called Saint Omer. It's on Hulu. It's a French film, and I think it is such a beautiful, beautiful depiction of real struggles that Black women, I think, go through, especially when they're trying to start anew, depending on their partner they're dealing with or the mother they used to have or have. You know what I'm saying? So please, and it deals with also like forgiveness and understanding that you don't have to be the product of what you've come from and all these different things. Like, I just thought it was really beautiful. I think something that Black women, I think, are really nervous about, are conversations that we have already had with maybe friends and other family members. So please, if you're looking for something a little more, drama, a little more subdued, a little more thought-provoking, Saint Omer is your next movie. I think it's beautiful. Please give it a go. I think it's also filmed really well as well. So please get into that. But yeah, that's my show for the evening. Thank you guys so much for being here and sitting through my nasally but excited voice through this hour. I more than appreciate you, y'all. Listen, I gotta figure out a way to not be so damn allergic to my cats. I'm gonna try to give them a bath today with this new soap. It's supposed to be pet friendly and shed friendly, so that I can start them fresh and get rid of some of the saliva off of their. Oh God, get rid of some of that saliva off their bodies, honey. Because, honey, I'm tired. But I'm so my voice and nose right now is just it's going through it, honey. I can't take it. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I super love people coming to spend time with me on their Sundays. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Giving you guys a heads up, there are maybe 4 to 5 more episodes left of AMP Radio. Where I'm still deciding whether or not to continue through AMP or maybe use a different platform or possibly do some more recordings, maybe short form on my YouTube. That way you guys can see me a little more often. But please, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know how you feel about the radio show. Should I continue it? Should I try something a little different with YouTube? Let me know. I'm interested in your thoughts. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. I hope it's wonderful. I hope you have a great week. Don't work too hard at work. Rest, love on family, spend some time on you, baby. Enjoy this Sunday rest. Have some good eats. Watch something you haven't watched. Maybe do a little yoga before you rest for the evening. Maybe go to the gym real quick or work on the treadmill. Move that body. Focus on you, honey. Have a great Sunday. I will see you guys next Sunday. I will let you guys know throughout the week, though, what I've been watching so we can talk about it in chat so you guys can be prepared for the next episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. Hold on. Let me say my goodbyes and hellos. Everything, Alex. Yes. So happy to have you in the room. Thank you so much for being here yet again. Ashley Chapman, a new person in the room. I appreciate you for coming back and spending time with us. K Black, OG. Good to see you. Thank you for popping in. Natural Danny, another OG in the room. Thank you, Natural Danny, for popping in. Let's see. Who else? I know somebody else is in here. Kazzy MC, a new face. I don't know if they stayed, but I appreciate you for being in the room with me. Connie and Dad, thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate you all. Ray Lynn, hey, yes, you see her in person on Hulu. Oh my God, so glad I need season 2 immediately. Ray Lynn, I did enjoy Unprisoned. I was not a fan of Delroy Lindo only seeing attractiveness in white women. I'm gonna just say it. Love Unprisoned. I thought the flaw of Delroy Lindo only being attracted to white women really frustrated me. But that's okay. I didn't finish it, so maybe it changes near the end. I do love the relationship between Kerry Washington and her new beau. I do love the storyline. I think the little girl is hilarious. All the things. The Delroy Lindo storyline just is getting on my nerves sometimes. Not gonna lie to you. Anyway, thank you, Raylan, for popping in. Who's Shakti Carmen? Oh, welcome in, Shakti Carmen. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate you. Let's see. And yeah. That's everything, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you for popping in. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you next Sunday. It's been a pleasure. Talk to you soon. Bye.